What's going on, Pisces? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for August 2025. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding August. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to check this reading out. And if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would really appreciate that as well over here. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm blushing. I don't know why. I don't usually blush on camera, but I had to do that for this reading. So let's see what's coming your way, Pisces, for August. Four of Swords popping out. You could be getting some much needed sleep, good sleep, some stability around a situation. All right. What's coming Pisces' way? As Mrs. Death laughs. Alright, let's see what's going on for you here, Pisces, for August 2025. Seems like there's a lot of big spooky changes happening for you in a really positive way. It seems like your calling is gonna be what gets you through this time period that you're in. So I'm gonna show you these all at the same time. Before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards, and these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of, that you need to embody for the month of August. And you have the frequency of calling, breaking through barriers, and uplift. So this is about overcoming some sort of obstacle through what you believe to be your life purpose, or what I should say you know to be your life purpose, the reason that you are here on the planet. It's probably something that brings you joy already, an uplifting frequency. It's something that maybe you don't notice time passing anymore when you do it. There's something to do with that. There could be a real breakthrough related to a calling, to a specific chosen goal that you had before incarnating here. What that's about, what that is, we're going to have to see. But it seems like you have the divine protection to do it too. It seems like all roads are clear for you because you have the Chariot in your opportunity. And I actually feel like I'm moving forward in my layer. Yes, my dear, I feel like I'm literally moving forward right now. And that just means to me that you're going to have a lot of speed in your life where things are happening very quickly. The passing of time will probably feel uplifted, or like you have the wind at your back basically at this point. So it's a really good energy that you're going to have the ability to do what you want. The Chariot is all about making a new turn in life, and sometimes there can be that freedom of choice where you have so many options available to you at this time for some sort of reason. But you do have as your challenge, your biggest challenge for August is the 9 of Wands. So there's some sort of unfinished business that you have to deal with in your life. Okay, so this is something that could have caused you or someone else some sort of pain in your life. I feel like you are going to deal with it because you're divinely protected to deal with it at this point. What that's about, this may be some sort of pain that you're going to draw inspiration from in order, with your calling, some sort of motivation, having a chip on your shoulder. In this case, it's not something good around your shoulder, but we'll see why that's there. It's interesting. I'm just going to skip right to your advice. You have the Fool, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords pointing in the opposite direction. So there could be a foolish choice that someone makes here that leads them being left out into the cold. This could be your advice. The Queen of Swords, which is more of a logical frequency, is pointing in the other direction. So for some of you here, I feel like there's a one fell swoop where you're going to be able to solve a major problem in your life, but you may have to choose which one you want to solve first for August, okay? That's what I'm getting. I don't know why that's what I'm getting, but that's what I'm getting. So we're going to have to see why this is in your advice. So be wary of, you're divinely protected, but just, there could be some sort of decision here related to unfinished business that you need to lean on your calling to help you make it through this, is what I feel. For some of you, your true calling, you could be being left out of. You could be not, the advice is to do something different in order to find your calling. So this may be a kind of like taking one foot in a particular direction here. We'll see why the Queen of Swords is here. It's either that these two have each other's back, the Fool and the Queen of Swords. Either they have each other's back here, or they're walking in two different directions. So we'll see why that's here. Let's go ahead and start clarifying some of these energies here, Pisces. So let's clarify what a Fool is in your advice here for August. The Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands here. So this could be about defending your victory here. This is about defending your public image, the way that people see you in the outside world. Defending your passion. This could be about you breaking through some sort of barrier related to your calling, being seen in a certain way, defending how people see you. In your advice here, the Fool and the Five of Pentacles could be like, be careful of like people setting you up to be seen a certain way, or someone around you is being set up to be seen a certain way, and it's like a certain percentage of people with logic will be able to see this and turn the other cheek, but a certain people won't. So you have to come in and do something to kind of like defend your reputation in a situation involving unfinished business. But it seems like you will. I feel like you will. Why is the Five of Pentacles in your advice? I don't know why we're going right to the advice today, but that's just what I feel like doing. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. There could be a situation where it's way better for you to not get involved. Just not get involved here. Or don't believe the hype and spin. People aggressively just sending out information that's inaccurate. I don't know why I feel that. The Knight of Swords and also the Seven of Cups is just like spinning information over emotional overload that leads to disconnection, basically, with this Four of Cups as well in your advice. So we'll see why this is here, Pisces, but yeah, interesting way to start this reading off. Let's clarify what a Chariot is in your opportunity. Okay, the Justice card. So some sort of positive karma is your opportunity. Okay, clearing out the cobwebs, discovering how to overcome some sort of emotional confusion, some sort of emotional letdown in your advice, and breaking through those barriers with your calling in a way that uplifts you. So you're due for some sort of alchemy here. Perhaps even, I kept getting one step at a time, but doing the first action that you can do, which is usually what the Page of Pentacles is about, like the first action that you can do related to a love situation for some of you. Oh, so for some of you, with the Chariot being clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers and the Justice card, I feel like there is a situation where the universe is bringing you some sort of justice related to your love life, potentially, or a career choice for some of you. Take it how it resonates. But there could be a soulmate that's coming in for you that's could be a Queen of Wands, King of Wands for some of you out there. As I said, the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles popped out. So this could be something that's been building for some of you. Let's clarify why the Nine of Wands is in your challenge, some sort of unfinished business. The Eight of Pentacles. This could be related to your career or your work, to have to overcome some sort of productivity barrier, or just like productivity barriers with what you want to do in life in general. I feel like there's several areas of your life that you may not be approaching from the correct angle in some sort of way. So like the way that you work hard could be running you into the ground for some of you when it comes to the month of August. So something you need to look out for, Pisces, is maybe for some of you like changing the style of your productivity with your calling, breaking through this barrier, doing something differently when it comes to that. The Five of Judgment card to the Five of Swords. That's all about calling discernment on like foul play or an extreme situation involving like a zero-sum game where someone is just playing nasty. Someone here, the Five of Swords is about some sort of aggressive action here. So this could be about unfinished business related to some sort of nasty situation. People could have been working behind your back for a long time. You call judgment on the situation. This could also be the same way for your person, for some of you even. So I feel like this is a whole mess of people. There could be people getting caught in your challenge. Once again, you need to defend something, right, Pisces, in the month of August. There's something about some sort of foolish action here that could really get you in trouble when it comes to how you deal with this unfinished business. There could be traps that are being like laid for you, is what I really sense. And there's some sort of like first step that you have to take in love, or there's some sort of first step that you have to take in your career, that there could be like a huge scheme to make sure that you don't. It's interesting that the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups just popped out of the deck. And the Queen of Swords is kind of pointing to her here. So that this could be a dramatic situation here. Something about a King of Cups being caught. The Fool and the Page of Cups. I feel like someone didn't know what they were getting themselves involved in here in some sort of way in your life. There could have been some sort of for a lot of you, there's a judgment call, though, related to the way that you are being productive is somehow hurting you. Okay, somehow hurting you, I feel. Or someone around you need to like call someone out, like this is crazy. Let's clarify why the Death card is the centerpiece to this reading. What is transforming for you? The Queen of Wands is also in What You Don't See Coming. She's coming out twice. The King of Swords as well is coming out next to the Queen of Wands. So there could be some sort of transformation related to a friend group, a couple in your life. The Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here. You could be moving on from a situation related to two different women and a man. For some of you, the Queen of Wands is here twice. This could also be you overcoming some sort of difficult situation in your career. Let's clarify what the World card is here. The Fool and the Page of Cups is coming out again. You overcoming, finally making it through some sort of emotionally immature situation, or you being able to move forward now with a clear sense of curiosity towards the future. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Let's clarify what the nine. Let's clarify your overall general energy. All right, you have the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Tower. There could be a clear piece of information coming out about a King of Pentacles type figure next to this Five of Pentacles and the Tower. There could be someone that is caught here in a situation that's pretty bad here related to money. But I don't know why this would be coming out for your overall general energy here, Pisces. This could be a situation where you're kind of witnessing someone lose a situation, lose control over their money. This could be a situation where you're even struggling with unfinished business related to your own money, but I feel like this is something you're more so witnessing. Some of you could be embodying the Emperor here, or a situation that you're tied to in some sort of way. You need to get more information about someone here, because you're moving forward in love, you're moving forward in business. I feel like this is about something else here, Pisces, that someone could be really getting messed up in some sort of situation. What's that situation about? What do you need to know about that situation? Five of Pentacles. Excuse me, Five of Wands. Yeah, competition about money, competition about someone being left out of something. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This could be about a new beginning not happening with a group in some sort of way. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Seeing the truth about some sort of competitive situation. Nine of Pentacles and the Sun. So this could be about clarity about money, an issue around money is what I'm getting. And then you have this energy coming out. So this could be about a lot of different things, Pisces. I don't know. That's some sort of... I feel like you're not as directly tied to that, but it's coming out in your reading for some sort of reason. All right. So, yeah, closing remarks for Pisces. Seven of Swords. Yeah, defending your reputation is big for you. Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So you need to be aware of your reputation, be aware of some sort of unfinished business coming out, but ultimately you're moving forward in love, Pisces. So with that being said, I hope you have a great